Now, where are you from?
New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm from Uptown. I'm from the Magnolia Project. I'm from where all the rappers come from. You know, BG, Lil Wayne, you know, Turk, you know, Juvenile, you know what I'm saying? You heard me? The Big Timers. Man, everybody made it. They came from Uptown. You had to come through that know you. You had to, you know. You had to come through the know you, even if you wasn't from there, just to see that motherfucker and what it was about. You know, I remember coming up when I was young at school, after school, all the girls from all the high schools and middle schools and, you know, even the private schools, Xavier Prep, they around there with their Catholic cereal on. They had to come in the project. You know, the project was like the best park to any motherfucking kid, because anything you wanted, you was gonna get there, you know. But you had to respect it, because if you didn't respect it, they had niggas that was coming out there and deal with your ass, and I was one of them.
Now, what's your opinion of the state of rap music right now in New Orleans?
Me, basically, everybody trying to do their own thing, you know. But New Orleans has a twist to their music, you know. New Orleans have a swag and a slang to their music. New Orleans music is not like everybody's music. So you got guys that sound like Future, you got guys that sound like the Migos, you got guys that sound like, you know, all these different rappers, you know. That's not New Orleans rap. That's not, you heard me? You know, I salute niggas like UNLV, you know. I salute niggas like Pimp Daddy, you know. They made rap. They made rap in New Orleans. They made the bounce. You know what I'm saying? Why not bring them back? What the fuck I'm gonna bring a nigga back that's talking about some fucking shoes for? You know what I'm saying? We never talked about shoes or no fucking Margielas or no jury. I'm not knocking nobody, not hating. If you're doing that and winning, man, I salute you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just telling you how it is where I'm from. You know, it was always a situation every day in the projects. And we always had our own thing, you know. Rest in peace, Soulja Slim. He said it. If you have your own style, nigga, feel you more. OG Boobie Black got his own style. There's no nigga that sound like me in the fucking world. They know what it is.
Now give me a tour of the city of New Orleans for someone that's never been there before. Let's start with the food. Favorite food spot in the city?
Man, my favorite food spot is my grandmother's kitchen, man. My favorite food spot, you know, I could leave my grandmother's kitchen, I could go out to Sammons, you know, that's only Legion Field. They serve some of the goodest, some of the best soul food. You get your red beans and rice, your gumbo, you know. Then I'll go to Red Rooster, that's right behind the Magnolia Project. That's where motherfucking tourists ain't going. It's a little bitty sweet shop. They serve yucca meat. It's so fucking good. You might not understand what I'm saying, but I'm saying yucca meat, because that's how the fuck we talk. I ain't say yucca man or yucca mean, you know, yucca meat, straight up. You know, so you might want to go get some of that anytime you come down to New Orleans, you know. And he got a lot of nice spots, you know. But, you know, every time somebody see New Orleans, the first thing they see is the French Quarters of Bourbon Street. That's the only thing they see. But it's good spots down there, man. I'm talking about for real spots.
Now, what about the nightlife? Favorite strip club in the city?
Oh, man. I don't do strip clubs too much because I don't like to give my money away, you know. My girl right there with me, I give her my money. I give my children my money, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to, you know. But you got your nice strip clubs. You got Passions, you heard me? You got a lot of, you know, a lot of young females that came up in the game that I know that work at Passions. They doing their thing, you know what I'm saying? So salute all the females at Passions, you know. You got the V-Live now, V-Live New Orleans. That's on Bourbon Street, you know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of looks there, you heard me, you know. But like I say, man, not in a bad way, but really I don't do the strip clubs, you know what I'm saying? The women look nice in they two pieces and they shake their ass and all that shit, but you know, I don't really do that.
Now what about nightclubs? Do you have a favorite nightclub in the city?
Nightclub, mine always the House of Blues, you heard me? I love the House of Blues because they got them all over the world. In my House of Blues, that bitch go down on a Sunday. You know, I'm talking about the line around the corner. If you got a personal problem, the person that you got that personal problem with is gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you can leave your bullshit at home, but you know, yeah, House of Blues, I fucks with it. You know, then you got Harris. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got a club inside of Harris Casino called the Masquerade. You know, them the boys, you know, they coming out with the red bottles, Balenciagas. You know, these niggas, they coming out like, you know, Giuseppe's. They coming out doing their thing. So really, that motherfucker ain't nothing but a big old-fashioned show. You heard me? And when you coming through that bitch, you better be right. Because if you don't be right, you're gonna get booked. You heard me? And if a nigga don't book you, a hoe gonna book you. What are those? You heard me? Yeah, that's what it is.
Now, we talked about the food a little bit. We talked about the nightlife. Any other spots you recommend someone first time visiting the city of New Orleans to go see or check out?
Oh man,
Anything
yes,
else that
indeed.
stick out to you?
New Orleans is a city of culture. You know, it's a city of a lot of myths. You know what I'm saying? It's a city of, it's the capital state of voodoo, really. You know, so I look at it like, if I was to tell a person to go down there, I would tell them to go to the Riverwalk. You know, because you could go to the Riverwalk and you could really stand and you could see the bridge, the Mississippi River Bridge. You could see the West Bank of New Orleans, and you could see, you know, the East Bank. You could see all the shit that's going on around, and you could also see the river, the same river where the slaves was at. You know what I'm saying? The same river that have all this culture. You could look at that river, and by you looking at that river, hearing that water splash on the rocks, it's a peaceful moment. You know what I'm saying? They give you a lot of time to think, and you can they got a lot of guideline books and stuff like that that they, you know, that you can read out there. They tell you about the spot where you at, you know what I'm saying? So the Riverwalk, I would suggest.
Now, what about the lingo? What are some terms or some phrases one might hear in New Orleans they won't hear anywhere else right about now?
You heard me? Now, how could I ask you something and then say you heard me? You got 2 fucking ears, right? So you had to hear me, but it's just like you heard me. You know what I'm saying? When I say you heard me, that mean that like stamp whatever the conversation was. I might say, yeah, bro, you know, I went around the corner by your boy and he was tripping. You heard me? You did? And when I left around there by his house, you heard me? I jumped in the car and went down the street by Patty house, and you know she was cooking some chicken. You heard me? But everything I'ma say you heard me, because that's how we talk. And the reason why, you know, people say you heard me is because it's a New Orleans culture. It's your daddy said you heard me. You know what I'm saying? Your mama said you heard me. And then you have the pig Latin down there, which, you know, we people talk, you know, I might say, yeah, is up here, is in a visit with DJ Smallz. You know what I'm saying? We had the tizog like that so we could, you know, talk over the cops, because everywhere in the city is penitentiary. If you're on the street, if you're by your mammy house, it's still in the pen. You heard me? So you had to always have another way of talking to get over. You know what I'm saying? And that was our way of doing it. And we still do.